Good morning, everybody. Warm welcome for everyone who joining us in this beautiful day, sunny day in Vienna, and we are sending you a big greetings from Vienna, Austria. My name is Oleksandr. I am from Canon CEE, and we are happy to see you on today's webinar live event, on which we are sure we will convince you that printing drawings on the plotters, of course Canon plotters, was never so easy as it is now. Our setup is here in the Canon showroom, and we are following local COVID guidelines. We are either negatively tested or vaccinated, and I'm the only person in the crew who is not wearing the mask. Everybody is wearing the mask, so it is a safe place for us also. So what you will see today, you can see our small agenda on the screen. It will be a 40-minute session, and during the session you will see the heroes of today, the TM200 and 300. They are just left and right from me, and we have a nice and very good, I hope, surprise to you. We'll have a guest speaker, Eleni from Greece. Yeah, this is our customer who will make a testimony about usage of the TM series plotter. And also be prepared for you and two new things, which you will see probably the first time. The first one is eService offer, and the second one is the newly launched software, Direct Print Plus. We value your time, and we will make the event maximum 40 minutes, so we know you are busy and you will only get the right information straightforward. Let me introduce you our guests today, Eleni and Victor. Hi Eleni, hi Victor, welcome to the event.
Hello Alexander, thank you for having us here.
Hello everybody, hello Alexander.
Eleni is our customer from Athens, from Greece, and Eleni will make a small testimony today about her experience using of the TM series plotter. And Victor is my colleague from Canon Romania, and Victor will be moderator for today. Why? Because you will, I'm sure, ask a lot of questions in the chat box. So please find the chat box in YouTube, and if you have any questions, please post them. And just to try that this chat box really works, you can just put there the city and the country from which you are actually now watching the stream. It will be really interesting to see how multinational our stream is today. So Victor will take care about questions and answers, and he will answer them in the chat as well as read it to me in the end of the call. So Eleni, Victor, I will see you soon in a few minutes. Okay, so not too much introductions. Let's just go straight and let's just show the products, the heroes of today. So you can see behind me TM300 and TM200 MFP. On your screen, you can see right now the specs of the both machines. You can see from the specs of the machines that this is actually, despite being entry-level plotters, really very affordable plotters that everybody can purchase, believe me. This is really specs from the top-end plotters. We in Canon develop them not from the small office machines. We start with the top-level plotters, and we actually adapt them to make it a compact and really very high-quality products. You can see the resolution, the speed is really high-speed machines. Yeah, it has memory on board which runs most complicated files. You can upgrade it to MFP a little bit later about this, and this is really, really great products for today. It has nice features which are coming from the also high-end machines. You will see stacker today. Yeah, you will see MFP as I just mentioned before. They also run on the high capacity ink tanks, which is very cost efficient and also performance efficient. So let's jump in and let's see these products. Our aim today is to show you what exactly these machines can do, and I will try to show you the cycle, how the normal user is using the printer. So what we start with, of course, we will start with the paper. And I will just come to my TM printer, and I kindly ask you to come closer to see a little bit more. So I have a paper prepared already now in the printer, which is the 80-gram paper. We will run today plain paper tests, and I just put it over there, and you can see the all operation on the printer coming from the front side. Yeah. So I just pull it here, and I just even can leave it because we have a nice sliders which pick up the paper. Yeah. And I just do following. I will just bring it here, and I will put the paper inside. Yeah, the printing is now waking up from the sleep, and we wait for a moment for that. And what I do is following. I just pull the paper inside until I see on the screen that paper is taken. And you can see right now paper is taken, and the printer does the job on its own. Let's come and see what can we do with TM200. On TM200, I show you some other feature which you also can do on any plotters of Canon. You can see the barcode here. This barcode is left because the paper was unloaded in the right way, yeah? And this barcode is very handy because it has the information about type of paper here, as well as amount of paper for you as a customer, as a user, to know if this 18.8 meters enough to print 20 pages or 5 pages or not. So what I do here, I just do the same. I put paper, you can see my back is very straight. Please show my back here also, yeah? And you can see I just pull it inside. And unlike with the different other printer, same as other printer, I just pull the paper inside, waiting until it starts working, yeah? So, the both printers are almost ready to go, but I kindly ask you to look again at TM300. TM300, as you can see, it's a bigger printer, it's a zero printer. It asks me something. It asks me what is the paper. I just say it's plain paper. And what is the length remained. I know it's roughly 20 meters. Normally, I know this information from the box when I load a new paper. And I say, okay. You will be surprised if the same question I will get from this printer. No, I will not get the same question because of the barcode. Yeah. So this barcode will be read by the printer. Yeah. And this barcode will automatically instruct the printer of type of paper as well as how much paper left. And right on the screen, in a moment, I will see exactly this information. So when I load paper with barcode, I need to do nothing. I just load and I leave from my printer. Yeah. So this is paper, and this is something which really makes the beginning, the kickoff of usage of your printer is really, really very easy. You can see right now on the screen, yeah, these key specs of the paper. You can see that we can use the barcode. It's very easy front loading of the paper. You can also run the jumbo rolls. We are using the 3.3-inch adapters, which allows you to also load a jumbo rolls inside of your printer. Yeah. Finally, all of them, they can do also borderless print. Yeah. So this is really important part. This is a serious printer, despite being the entry-level one. It's really a magician. Okay, so we are ready. The both machines are ready. You can see this one that didn't ask me anything, and we can simply start printing now. Yeah. So let's start printing, and let me just show you how it works. Yeah. Please come to my screen and see my screen right now. I will just show you exactly what I will do. Yeah. So normally I have some files prepared here, and I need to open each of them. This is PDF files, but actually I will not do this. You can see here I have the interesting shortcuts here. And you will see how I will use the shortcuts. Look at this. TM200 plain paper fast. Done. TM200 plain paper fast. Done. TM200 A2. Done. TM300, I prepare separate for both. Fast. It's done. The drawing, it's done. And you can maybe hear already behind my back, yeah, that you can see now the printers, they start to print. As simple as it is. It's a literally one-click print. You do not really need to spend any time. I just open the basket, and we can see how nicely the basket works here. Yeah, so this is really amazing how you can do it. The number of shortcuts, you can do as many as you want. And it's literally one-click print. It's one-click print. Look what's happening, and look at the speed. Look at the speed of this printing. The printing is really incredibly high. It's not a fake spec sometimes put on the page to show some kind of super high quality. This speed is the real, and you can see right now on the screen, 24 seconds per A1. It's more than 2 pages per minute. You can easily print in a decent quality. And this we will talk about later. You also see that poster printing is pretty high speed. Yeah, the printers can also run the posters in the very, very, very high speed. Let me show you something in addition to that. Yeah, the speed is very good. Yeah, but what I don't really like here, I don't like the mess. Yeah, can you come closer, please, and to see how the mess is here. Yeah, so I have these drawings and I have these drawings. What page, and I mean it's messy, so I don't like it. I just throw it out. Yeah, it should run away, and this should run away. So what I will do, I will just transform this basket to a stacker. I almost managed on time, yeah, to transform, and it's supposed to fall like this, yeah. So you can see how nicely the basket can be transformed to the stacker. Let's go back to my screen. I will show you again what I will do in order to print it nicely. So I will just send out A2 in TM200, and A1 I will send into TM300. Where is my A1? This is my A1. Yeah, and what you will see right now, you will see that both printers can be easily transformed, and you can come closer a little bit to see this, transformed into the stacker. So this is a position for the smaller size stacking. Yeah, and you will see how the print will go out now and will be put neatly, nicely on this page. By the way, I will quickly run and send another page that you will see the number of pages, so you can see how much time I spent. I'll spend the minimum time in order to make a job submission. This is really, really amazing. Look at this. When you need to print a set of drawings, when you need to print 10 pages from page 1 to page 10, this is really convenient that you don't need to search for the drawings and to find the surface, a table where you will put them flat. This is really, really amazing feature of this product. Yeah, so we can see how it's coming, 1 and 2, and what I will show you now, let me show you something interesting. Yeah, so printer is now printing. Yeah, is now printing. What I will do right now, I will send something more sophisticated to TM300, for example, or 200 in a better quality. Yeah, let's go for TM300 standard quality. And what you will see right now, you will see a printing, and the pity thing what can happen is when in the middle of print, suddenly your inks are over. And this is really, really tough situation. If you print something like this table, or maybe this kind of drawings with a lot of inks, it's really, really pity when inks are get out from the printer. And let me show you what will happen with Canon printers. You can see right now I ran a little bit slower print. You can see it's coming out, but look what I do now. I take inks out. Look, I takes out almost all of inks from here. Yellow, magenta, cyan. You see it's printing still. Yeah, I take them out also, the blacks. Yeah, I simply take them out, and magician happens. Printer keep printing. Why? I joke that our printers doesn't need any inks to print, but this we call a hot swap. On the go, without worrying about waste of paper or inks, you can always replace inks. So the sub-tanks, and you can see right now information about inks on your screen. The sub-tanks allows to really finish any print job. This is really, really amazing feature. As you can see also on the screen, we are running smaller ink tanks. For us, this is smaller 130 milliliters, as well as 300 milliliter ink tanks. And you can see this now. Yeah, my basket is now fully settled for that. And you can see this output. Yeah, and not only small one, we can also use the big one for any colors. So actually, any colors in any combination can be used 130 or 300, making your cost down as much as it's possible. Let me just put back the inks, and we can continue our demonstration. Yeah, okay, we are ready, and we can continue. So please, you can check again the specification of the inks on the screen. What is very important, the inks we are using, they are pigment based. We spent a lot of years to invent the inks which are very good on the plain uncoated paper, that you can almost see no difference between printing on the plain paper with inkjet plotter like this and laser base beast, yeah, the big machine. This is really great inks. They have huge water resistance, and they are really high quality. But what about quality? So I cannot really show you quality too much on this setup. I cannot give you a paper which will show you the quality here. But we make a small pre-recording a few hours before the event, and please look at the quality you see on the very close distance. On the pre-recording you can see the printout which is done in the high quality, as well as printout in the standard, the medium speed, and this maximum speed. The maximum speed is the last one, and you see almost no difference, and this is not even a drawing. You can barely see next to my finger lines which are remained on the highest speed, but they are not almost visible on any other speed, the small lines. Now you can see the very sophisticated drawings with a lot of difficult lines, circles, curve lines, and you see between high quality and standard quality and draft or fast, there is no difference. This is really a great feature of our products. We are providing the high quality print, even in the fastest print modes. This means that it's not necessary for you actually to run a high speed, high quality mode in a very low speed in order to print good quality. Most of our customers, they are printing actually in the maximum standard quality and often with the highest maximum standard quality and often with the high speed, because this is totally sufficient. Another important point which is also crucial is the water resistance. On the next video you can see how we are simply spilling the water from the glass right on the surface of a plain paper drawing. And this plain paper drawing is really very, very nice with a lot of details and some additional colors on the left part, for example. And you see I'm just pulling the water and just trying to move my hand to remove the inks, but they are not really removing. If I do it more hard, I will just destroy the paper. Yeah, the paper is very weak. I now remove with the simple napkin, and you see only a little bit of inks are remained on the napkin, but you can read the text, you can see the lines. If rain is coming on any of maybe construction site, what it means that the drawing will be still usable. You can still use it, you can still see the numbers. This is a really a great feature of our plotter. Okay, so we print it, we load the paper, you see how quickly and fast is the printing. And the next one is actually the amazing feature of our products. They can be easily converted to MFP. And the first I want to tell you is a so-called entry-level MFP. You can see right now the key specification on the screen. We have 24 and 36 inch for bigger one, and for the smaller one we have different options for multifunctional device. The crucial part is you do not need to buy MFP in the very beginning. You can simply upgrade to MFP. So you are buying your plotter, and afterwards, when you think I need MFP, you just buy a scanning option and you get multifunctional device for copying, scanning and printing. It's pretty high speed, it's really nice device, but why I'm talking too much, let me just make one scan. Yeah. So what I'm doing right now, I will take one of the page I just printed. Yeah, for example this one, and let me just, I can close the basket, the stacker for that, and let me just make a scan. So what I will do, I will just load inside. Yeah. So you can see it can just come closer a bit. You can see this. Yeah. It detects automatically the width. Yeah. I just propose him to make a copy. I send copy. Yeah. I can actually send the copy to any of the printer of the network, and it proposes me two options. Yeah, so you can have one scanner and two printers if necessary. And you can see it's immediately, you see it's already printing. It's already printing. It's called direct copy, and you can see it's already started to print. So you will get the copy almost immediately after it's finished. Yeah. So when you need any kind of markers, any kind of stuff, and you need to give a copy of the document with some marks, for example, yeah, then this easily to do by simply making a copy. Yeah. So now we got a copy of the same drawing. Yeah. This is really amazing. The beautiful part of it, this is very affordable solution. This is really affordable solution. Yeah. However, this scanner is not super high speed. Yeah. This is entry-level scanner, and we also have advanced scanner. You can see right now on your screen some specification of advanced scanner, and this is a really workhorse. If you need to scan thousands maybe of pages, or you need to make a lot of copies, this is high-speed device. This can have a maximum quality, it can have a maximum speed, it can scan to almost any location. It has a huge 15-inch interface, which is actually a computer, the Windows-based computer embedded, which is letting you to do anything you want with cleanings, with previews, all kind of stuff is easily done with that. Yeah. So Z36 is MFP, which is only possible to use with only bigger machines, only TM300, and also 305 was the elder brother of this device. So you know, it was quick and it was simple. Why? Because TM series plotters is all about simplicity. Everyone can print on it, and this is really amazing. And this is my demo. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like it. Yeah, and this is bring me to the second part of our live stream of our webinar. And let me just give a little bit bigger introduction, because I just jumped inside of the demonstration. Canon CEE. I work for company Canon CEE, Canon Central Eastern Europe. My name is Oleksandr Makovsky. I'm a product manager for large format printing. This is my beloved products. I really like them because they're really amazingly good, amazingly great. Yeah. So we are streaming from Austria, from our headquarters, and we are taking care about more than 20 countries in Balkans, Ukraine, Israel, and some other countries, 20 plus countries. Yeah. So most of you are from these countries today, and because we cannot run the normal events, we try to make our live stream to show you actually what we think you need the most to understand, is this plotter fit you or not. Okay, so let me come back to our guest, Eleni. Hello again.
Hello, Alexander.
Eleni, do you like my demonstration?
I loved your demonstration, and I also learned some features I didn't know.
This is really amazing. Eleni, can you just say a few words about you and your company?
Yes, my name is Oleksandr Makovsky, and I'm very glad and honored to be here today. I'm the founder of the architecture firm L Studio. The L Studio was founded 3 years ago, and since then we have become a team of 5 people. We have dealt with many projects from small scale to large scale, and our latest project, the Orphan project, was shortlisted among the finalists in the Greek Architecture Awards.
Okay, Eleni, thank you so much. Eleni, I think you have Canon plotter, do you?
Yes, I have it and I love it.
And which one do you have?
The TM300. The TM300.
Eleni, do you have a printer only, or you have multifunctional MFP?
I have the multifunctional MFP, and I also have the scanner on top of the plotter.
Eleni, I have a very tough question to you, but please answer honestly. Do you like your plotter?
I love my plotter.
Yeah, I hope you will really
honestly
share.
love him.
Yeah, I hope you will really share some experience. Why do you like it? Yeah, and dear guests, please don't worry. This is not really scripted interview. We really have interview, and we kindly ask Eleni to be very honest in her answers. Eleni, last question: how did you know about plotter? How did you get information about Canon plotters? What was your source of information?
Well, Canon plotters are very renowned between architects and engineers. So many engineers have Canon plotters in their own offices. And I also, when I was searching which plotter to buy, the Canon plotter had this feature that I could also put the scanner on top. And this was crucial for me. I really needed to have just the plotter. So also I compared the prices, and it was the best choice for me.
Okay. Eleni, I want to show you something, and not only to you, to also our guests. I just kindly ask you to come back to my screen for a moment. Yeah, and I want to introduce you. During the registration, all of you receive a link to your Canon plotter page. And you can see on this page a lot of information about plotters of Canon. You can see some information what I just showing to you about single click print, about ink tanks. You can also see about stacker, MFP, and so on and so forth. You can find a nice video, and also what is very often asked, okay, what is the consumption? And you can see exactly what is the consumption of the prints of these 2 printers, and you can also see which exactly images we were using to make this consumption. You can also find the recommended pricing there, but this page is in English. However, this is just for the webinar. I'm showing it in English. In reality, if you just go here and you will just change here the extension from GE, for example, to SI, you will simply find a Slovenian page, Romanian page, Greek page, and so on and so forth. So whenever you take your link, just go for it, and you can see the more information about it. Okay, Eleni, thank you very much. Before we continue with you, I want to ask Victor. Victor, I hope you also liked the presentation. But Victor, how is our chat doing? Do we have questions already? Victor, can you hear me? Do we have questions already on the chat? Okay, seems Victor is not hearing me. Let's wait for the end. I can't ask my colleagues.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay.
There is a delay a little bit between your speech. Yes, we have some questions. One of the question is referring to the UV resistance of the inks.
This is a very interesting question, Victor, thank you. But we are talking about inkjet indoor printer. And there is certain UV resistance if you actually archive the plotter, archive the output, and it can run, I don't know, 70 plus years. There are some standards for that. But of course you cannot put it on the billboard, but you don't want to put it on billboard, to be honest, yeah. But of course this is rather for different kind of inks, like maybe UV gel inks from Canon, yeah, or maybe Arizona inks, yeah, UV inks which are really highly UV resistant. Victor, do we have any other interesting questions?
I was about to answer to this one with an answer like, let's say, a limited period of time, because we can also use it for a limited period of time outdoor. Another question on the chat is on the TM200, how do we handle an extended A1 page, say 600 by 1200?
You can print long plots. Yeah, depends on the software. You can print up to 18 meters long plot. Yeah, and I will show you later on with the software. I do not have super long ones today, images, but it's quite easy. Yeah, so you simply take a long plot and it will be printed longer. By the way, I am not sure if this is really the answer what asked by the colleague, by the guest, but also you can make also the tailing. Yeah, so if you have 3 by 3 meter print. We have a standard free of charge software which called Free Layout Plus, which you can print in the tails, and you can print 5 by 5 meters even. So actually you can make it big if you need. It's possible. Victor, thank you very much for questions. We will park the next one for the second part. Yes, thank you so much for now. But I kindly ask now, Eleni, I want to come back to you, and I want to ask a few questions from you. So Eleni, you said you have a TM300 plotter. Can you tell me the 3 things what you like the most in your plotter?
Well, I like the convertibility, that I can use it as an MFP. That was the first feature I loved. Also, it's very quick when I have a demanding project that I need to print many papers, many drawings. It's really quick. And also because I have an open space firm, it's really silent, and it doesn't. It's not annoying while working right next to him.
Eleni, what do you usually print? Is it drawings, photos, or posters? Which is your main application?
I only print architectural drawings.
So actually, what I show, it's more or less exactly what you print.
Exactly. It's very similar to what I print.
Okay, Eleni, do you use Stacker on your plotter?
No, I didn't know how to use it until today.
So did you like it?
Yes, I loved it, and I'm sure I will use it even today.
Okay, that's super. I just would like to show you a little bit closer. So this stacker right now, you can see it's now putting the one page, yeah, and you can imagine if the page will be longer, yeah, if the page will be longer, the stacker has another mode, and I just close this, yeah, and I just do like this, and then I have a small, very simple bar here, yeah. And now during the next discussion, I'll just send one more print with A0 to TM300, and you will see how nicely it will be stacked even from this position. As you can imagine, the same is true also for this plotter. So if I need to print a long plot, I just put it like this, yeah, and I can easily put my outputs, and you will see in a moment on the example of TM300 how it will be neatly stacked, yeah. By the way, this is exactly A1 page, yeah, and when it comes from this plotter, it will be like this. Yeah, it comes to the end, and you will see in a moment how beautiful is it. So Eleni, I hope you really will enjoy it. You can see right now how stacker is coming out. Yeah, and Eleni, you said speed. Yeah, Eleni, did you have experience before with the plotters without naming the names of plotters? Is it faster than the plotters you used before?
Honestly, I had experience with other plotters, and it's the fastest one till today because yeah, I've worked at the other architecture firms. And I have experience. It's really fast.
Eleni, I was mentioning today the print modes, and I yesterday, just to also make sure for me, I print nearly 50 different plots in different quality modes. By the way, it's coming right now. You can see, yeah. So it is like this, and next one is coming the same way, and it's always face down. So if this is a page 1, the next one is page 2, and so on and so forth. So you pick it up And this is really amazing. This is really amazing.
That's perfect.
Yeah, this is really nice things. Eleni, regarding the speed, yeah, I just started to say, what do you really use the high-speed modes, or you are preferring the high-quality modes? What can you say about today's demonstration of quality?
Yes, I just use the standard mode. I'm very happy with the standard mode. I didn't need to change it. The high speed.
This is really interesting. That is really interesting. Okay, Eleni, one more question. Maybe you don't like something with Canon plotter.
No, I'm perfectly fine, and that's a very honest statement. I'm perfectly happy with my plotter. I don't think that I could ask for something else.
Eleni, one more question. I hope you are using Canon inks, do you?
Yes, of course.
Eleni, have you heard ever about so-called eService from Canon?
No.
No. This is very good because not only for you, but also for all our guests, let me introduce one offer which we together with Canon partners are providing to you. This offer called eService. And let me tell you very small things. You can see on the screen a typical process when you buy a plotter and you need to purchase inks, print heads. If it breaks, it can happen. You call the service and so on and so forth. So what is eService? eService is a very simple contract we can offer to our customers through our Canon partners. When we fix a price per 1 milliliter of inks, and this price per 1 milliliter includes everything, including inks, print head, maintenance, delivery of inks, and even remote monitoring of the printer. So business partner, the service department, they know when something is broken here or when inks are running out in order to send it on time. We can compare it with, for example, car sharing or car rental. When you actually receive, you get a car and you do not really worry about tires, charging, maintenances, and even fuel. You just have a fixed price. And this fixed price can be, for example, per minute, like in car sharing, yeah, or per kilometer, like in some rentals. So the idea is, and you can see again on the screen the specs about the information about the service. The idea is very simple. You only print, pay what you really printed. Yeah, there is no hidden cost. There will not be suddenly you need to buy a print head or ink tanks. Your cash flow is smooth. You print 100 or 200 milliliters per month. You just pay for them, and you have actually full peace of mind because you are doing your job, projects, construction, etc. And we, Canon, with our partners, we are taking care that your plotter is really doing the rest. Eleni, I hope. This is very short introduction, but what do you think about the service? Is it interesting for you?
It sounds very interesting because you don't have to worry about anything, as I understand about your plotter.
If our partner will offer you, do you think you can try?
Yes, I will definitely try it.
Yeah, I can say with 100% assurance that we didn't say anything to Eleni before she really hears it first time. So I'm really happy, and I really wonder, dear viewers, dear guests, please just type in the chat, do you really like this or not? Also, I mentioned about remote monitoring. You know what is really interesting? For the remote monitoring, there is no contract needed. And if you are scared yet to sign a contract with the ink-based price, because of course the price per milliliter will be a little bit higher than the price of milliliter in this cartridge because it includes all the risks on top, yeah. But you can at least see how monitoring works, especially now with these COVID times. You don't want technician to come twice to make diagnostics if technician can remotely see what is the status of the printer. Eleni, do you think we can quickly connect your plotter to eService in next couple of days?
Yes, of course, I will be happy to connect.
What about today? Can we do it today, maybe?
Today, yes, of course.
Eleni, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you really impressed about this, and I hope all of you impressed about the eService. The next thing I would like to ask again, Eleni, back to you. One of my last question. So, Eleni, how do you usually print? Do you print from AutoCAD directly, or you print from PDF files? What is your usual printing flow?
I print from PDF files. Mostly.
How you get PDF files?
I extracted them from AutoCAD and then I print them. But I also saw this feature with the shortcuts on the desktop, and It's definitely very quick and easy.
Do you want to know more about this?
Yes, I would like to know more.
Let me show to you, Eleni, and all of our guests. Yeah, in a few days from now, we will introduce the successor of our existing software. We call it Direct Print and Share. It is nice software. I like it. It can make shortcuts, but it was not simple enough, to be honest. And we call the next level of software, we call it Direct Print Plus. And less talking, let come to my computer, let me show you how it works. Actually, you can see on the screen the same what you've seen before, shortcuts, but let me just run the software. So the software called Direct Print Plus, and the software is a really piece of easy, simple, and sophisticated software. You can see right now it's connecting to each of the plotter, and you can see here it shows you the status of the plotter. Yeah, so TM300, for example, location, paper, how much paper remained. You can also see here exactly this information about the plotter. Yeah, you can see also TM200 is arriving here. You can see the preview. Let me just do a very simple thing. I just drag the file here, I put it here, and yeah, it is there. Yeah, you can see how it looks like on TM300. What about 200? Oops, there is some problem. Let's have a closer look. The following problem occurs: image truncated. It's important to print always in the 1-to-1 size, and it's really important that image is never actually cut it, or actually it's never stretched, because in the CAD you need to have 100% match, and this software easily shows you where is your problem. And this is really very handy thing. Let's come back to my computer. Let's see again what we do. I mean, in this very case, we just think maybe we will use TM300 for that. And settings, color, fast, etc. And I just say print. And printer just start printing. You can see it move to the job progress, and I can see the status of the job. Yeah, it's sending, it's now start queuing, and the printer behind me already start moving. The amazing part of this software also, look at the job history. All last days when I was preparing this session for you, you can see all jobs. I can simply scroll and see which printed where. And if I need to print it again, I just say add to job list. It goes back to job list with all settings, with right printer. I say print, and it simply prints it. And finally, I like the settings. Let me do, for example, something like monochrome and maybe fast print mode. And now I go to tools, yeah, and you can see here shortcut icon. Yeah, you can see I just go and I create shortcut icon, and I can select a nice shortcut for that. There are two options, yeah, in the shortcut. The one option makes a one-click print, and second option is opening actually the, I mean, it's so quick, it's already printed. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, it's, I mean, it's really crazy quick. Yeah, I cannot stop it. Yeah, let's come back to my screen. I will finish the shortcut. So I say create the shortcut, and it asks me where to save it and what name to give it. I mean, nice name. I can give any name, and I can, as you can see here, yeah, my software is giving another shortcut here. Yeah, I can move it here. Maybe this is not the best name. Maybe I will call it, what was that? TM300, black and white, and yeah, that's it. Drag and drop, printing starts. That's really a nice piece of software which I really recommend you to use, and it will really make your life much easier. And this is now coming one, and I hope the black and white will come in a moment, in a second. Yeah, so Eleni, are you impressed about the software?
I'm really impressed because it will save us a lot of time.
Okay, that's really great. That's really great. Eleni, do you have maybe other questions of what you see, or other comments on what you've seen right now?
No, I think I'm fulfilled with what you have shown us today.
So your takeaway today is shortcut and stacker, yeah?
Exactly.
I presume. Okay, Eleni, thank you so much for your answers. This was really great, and we are approaching to the final part of our session, and I hope we have some questions on the chat. Victor, may I ask you, do you see interesting questions or important questions which I will be able to answer during the session?
Yes, we had a lot of very interesting questions, Oleksandr.
But before you start, Victor, many people agreed to go with the service. This is very, for me, it's very curious.
Actually, we don't have a lot of feedback about this. Maybe we should remind attendees to answer to this, let's say, challenging from your side. I would say it's something that everybody should look into it, yeah, let's see the feedback from our
okay, Victor, thank you. But
customers
let's
here.
jump to questions if you have one.
I was trying to answer to all of them. There were a few that were more challenging than others.
Let me try.
No. Really, the last one that I didn't have time to answer. Everybody was really interested on the software you showed several times. We had some questions related to this a few times, and we know that in general, software is not always used at all the capacity that it's having. And one of the questions was if we can save some settings, for example, to have shortcuts for A0, A1 jobs, and to be saved like this in order not to repeat.
Absolutely. Let's answer this question.
I already answered
very
to that.
Simple. Yeah, let's answer this question by showing my screen. Let's go back to my screen. I will open the software again. And of course, I was showing shortcuts because shortcuts is the most nice and fancy part here. Yeah, but of course, if you just pull any image here, you have also favorites here. Yeah, so I can simply add to favorites. Let's imagine this is my settings. Yeah, add to favorite. Yeah, and I call it TM300 black and white. Yeah, and I add it here. And if I now select monochrome color, I don't know, match size, and I just go here, I select. Yeah, any of it, and if I go now to black and white, you see my settings are changed. So it's quite easily done also with these settings that you do not need to oftenly use the shortcut. Victor, for the questions you answered, maybe you can also say loudly some interesting ones, which we can also maybe say because not everybody was following the chat.
Just to finish with this topic of the software, the last question that I didn't manage to answer is, can we use this software for older models of LFP?
We can use this software for TM series as well as of TX series, the new generation and old generation. For older ones, no. There will be the release of this software in the course of next 2 weeks, and we will see the final schedule. The sum of old printers will support it, but the direct print and share, the predecessor, it's not as simple. It's a little bit more, not complicated, but it's not as simple, but it still can do the shortcuts and also favorites. So this software is supported by the large number of machines 5 years back even.
A very interesting question, I would say, related to how we choose our plotter. And I know that this is many times a challenge to our customers. Is if they can do photos on TM series. I already answered to that one, but I want to hear your opinion also.
Yes, Victor, we can do photos. We can do photos, and I wanted, to be honest, even to show it during the session, but we value the time, and we know that majority is really interested about the drawings. Yes, you can do photos. You can do even canvases. You can do coated papers, and you can do it with borderless print. And I can give you a small secret, even on a plain paper, you can do borderless print. And there is one important thing I want to show you, which is, I just have a backup, but let me show you something. Yeah, this is printed right before the event, the famous table. Yeah, this famous table is printed on a plain paper, and I just want to come closer a bit to see it. Yeah, so I can just, you can see, you can hear this sound. This is a plain paper, but you will be surprised. I will not show you this. Let me show you this. Yeah, you can see from the back side. Yeah, it's almost plain paper. Usually, if you put so much inks, the paper goes in waves. Yeah, so the inks are so good that a lot of actually posters and visualization you may print on coated papers or even on plain papers. This is really a great feature of TM series plotter. Victor,
thank you, Oleksandr.
I hope this will answer the question of our guests.
Yes, and I also added to your answer the fact that if you really need to go into the pro photo printing, I think it's very nice to take a look into our Pro series, where we can find dedicated printers for this kind of jobs. But as I said also in the chat, it's TM series is doing the job also.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you, Victor, for these questions. Maybe any other so far?
It's another important one, I would say, related to how we choose our printer. Is 2 gigabytes RAM enough for large vector prints, or TM305 it's a better choice?
From our experience, and I kindly ask you to show the specification of plotters again. This is the second slide. The 2 GB RAM is quite a lot. It's really for really long plots. I was testing, for example, HPGL plots, 16 meters long, not very complicated, but really very, very long. Yeah. So in vast majority of cases, this memory will be totally sufficient. Of course, if this is really such a special case, and you may need to get more memory, we have the hard disk drive versions. We have 305 and 205. The difference is they have on board the 320 gigabyte hard disk drive, which can also cache the memory. So actually our memory is enlarged, and if suddenly 2 gigabytes is not enough, this is like Windows. Yeah, it caches the memory on the hard disk drive, and you can run any application. It may take a little bit more time, but it will make a processing complete. Yeah, so of course this is quite possible, and in these cases our customers, they mainly select TM305 machines for this kind of applications, very occasionally TM205. Yeah, Victor, last maybe question, or maybe you have more. We have actually time to answer questions.
I have another one related to scanning, and I know scanning was not something that we were having demonstrated too much, because we don't have enough time. But there is a question related to scan to PC, if it's possible.
Yes, absolutely.
With this app that we have.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
if you have time to show it in a demonstration now. I answered already that maybe we don't have time, but
yeah. The good thing is that our plotters are easy and fast. So what I do, please come closer to me. So what I will do right now, it's very simple. So I can scan to USB stick. Yeah. So you can put USB here and you can do it, but who needs USB today? Yeah. So what I do, actually, I have a scan to PC, and I already actually set up a software which is downloadable and is living in the tray, and I will show you just in a second that. And I just say scan. It just checks my local computers. It sees this one, the only one which has a scan, and now it's starting to scan. And you see scanning is started. And let's jump quickly to my computer. I kindly ask you to show my desktop. So this software is sitting right in the corner here. You can see Scan App LE. Yeah, you can see it's sitting there, and it's set up to save my drawings in the folder downloads. Yeah, so you can see in the downloads folder, it will be in a moment scanned. Yeah, it's now coming and scanning, and you can see it's even now opened. So the scan is already scanned here, and you can see it's on the computer. So yes, it is possible, and you can also do all necessary stuff. You can do all necessary stuff like settings. I use the standard. You can say the high quality settings if you need to have a very detailed image. It's no problem. The limit here actually is only the limit of the computer actually. So this is what can be done. And again, look, it's all possible and all click very fast and with one click. Victor, any other questions?
I'm looking at the chat and I don't see other questions, but I'm really pleased with the demonstrations, because I was not sure that you are able to show also the scan to PC so fast and so easy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Look, our plotters are really amazing, and in Canon, we share the philosophy. It's called Kiyosei. Yeah, it's Japanese word. It means living for common good. Yeah, so it's very dear to me personally. Yeah, and I really like these products. Yeah, in Canon we have usually great products, but I really like these products because they are really easy. They're really simple, and they are done in the mind of customer who want to have simplicity. I can tell that everybody can print on Canon plotter. This is so easy. You can see what kind of, I didn't make any tricks. Yeah, it's so easy and it's so simple. So it was never so easy to print on plotters as it now is TM series. Victor, thank you so much. Eleni and Victor, thank you so much for your time here together with us. It was really a big pleasure to have you, and I hope we will see again, yeah, and
Thank you too.
ProSerious. To be honest, we are also expecting some other webinars. I hope you like it. The more like you click, the more for us is clear that it's really interesting, and we will expand this session to also some other topics. We want to have separate webinar for software only for scanning, and also for TX series for our really high-level products. So this will be really, we will be pleased if you will join also these webinars. So Victor, Eleni, thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much, Oleksandr, for today.
Victor, Eleni, I wish you all the best, and actually everybody, to everyone, I wish you all the best. Stay healthy. These tough times, but let's try to overcome them. Stay healthy. I wish all the best for you and for your closest. And yeah, if you need to print, just take a Canon plotter and you will get the best out of it. So this is my closing speech. Thank you very much. I see the timer. We are almost on time, but I hope it was really interesting and was really exciting to you, and you will really like the plotters. So thank you very much. Stay healthy and goodbye. All the best.
Thank you, Alex.